What's happening, my fellow execs? We are in the building. It is another edition of the Total Sports Podcast on the Executives View Network. We don't have a lot to talk about. We just have everything to talk about in the world of sports. So glad you guys could be with us. This is the Total Sports Podcast brought to you proudly by our partners at ProMead. ProMead is where you can get all your bedding needs and anything you need for the bedroom sheets and the bedroom flow. You can get it at ProMead. Use the code Executives 2026 and get 15% off of your order. That is Executives 2026. Get 15% off your order site wide. I know a lot of people are going to get in there, get them silk sheets for the ladies and sheets so you can get all the sexy time and all that good stuff. But thank you for the good folks at ProMead. I am the villain himself. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of brothers, but right now it's just me. And it's a two-man weave with my man, 50 grand, LG in the building. What up, LG?
Hey, brother, I like how you mentioned that it's you kept accessorizing the bed, everything for the bed.
Yeah.
Check out the sponsor, ProMed. Anything you need for the bed, make sure you get it for ProMed.
Yeah,
Putting exclamations
they
on
hooking
bed.
us up.
Yeah, putting
Absolutely.
exclamations on bed, brother. But I'm good, man. I'm in. I'm holding it down.
I love it. I love it, man. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. Like this is like the where baseball takes center stage, right? They come in. They got the All Star game going on right now. I think the AL is up 3-0 on the NL. Justin Verlander's last All Star game, he was voted in. So a lot of storylines coming out of there. But there's a lot going on in the world of sports. You got the NBA. They had their free agency kicked off. We got to definitely talk about something that's going on that's a little shady. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
summer league, man. Summer league, man. Normally I would be in Vegas right now, but summer league is going on too, brother.
Yeah, summer league is popping off. I'm watching a couple guys here and there. We got the Knicks trying to find another center, but my boy Tyler Nichols balling out there, and those rookies, AJ DeBonsa and Peterson looked really good in their first game out. Both had 20 plus points. I think DeBonsa got to shoot the three a little better. I think that'll come with time, right, LG? But he was in the lane, getting downhill, making some really nice plays. So really good to see that from him, right?
Yeah, dude. My boy been looking good too. Boozer, my Dookie
Yeah,
boy, been looking
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know they were raving about Caleb Wilson yesterday, but he was a little
Hmm.
shaky. Like
Yeah.
I get it, he was contributing in other ways,
Hmm.
defense and rebound, but
Hmm.
3 for 10, I'm a little worried, bro.
Right, 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 right.
I don't
Same
know
here.
about that.
Same here.
Yeah,
But
the
I think I,
shooting.
I think he'll get. I think he'll be all right. I think I think he'll get it going.
Maybe it's the rest. Because you
Hmm.
remember he missed like what half of the season last year.
Hmm.
They shut him down, and just like Peterson got shut down, but Peterson got shut down later. I
Hmm.
think Wilson he got shut down maybe like 8 9 games into the season. Uh, but yeah, dude, we'll see. It's summer league.
Right. It's some of the, it's so weird for us. First of all, it is the 1 month anniversary of the Knicks winning their first championship in 53 years. I gotta put that out there. But no, seriously, um, it's weird that I'm watching it, and usually I'm like, all right, who do we got? Who do we get in the draft? And like now I'm like really like yeah, whatever. Whoever we got, we won our chip. You know what I mean? Like I gotta be honest, but no, I want to see Boozer. I want to see obviously AJ and Peterson, and then there's a couple other guys out there that I think can show some real promise. So summer league. I like the summer league in Vegas more than I like the one in Florida. I think Orlando. I think obviously. So some good stuff coming out of there. I was watching Toronto and who was I watching? Toronto and was it Memphis or somebody? I don't remember who it was. The other day I saw some nice talent out there. So yeah, listen.
I
I
mean,
think. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say the thing about summer league, bro, is like
Hmm.
if your team is good, you you watch it, but it's not as interesting, because you gotta remember
Right.
you got your team is drafting like 32. So you're not getting
Hmm.
one of the top guys. You're just trying to see how other guys look. A lot of guys that's coming in on two-way contracts, trying to see how the two-way guys look. A lot of guys that played on your G League team, you're trying to see how they look last year. Um,
Hmm.
for me, like I say, think about it, Rockets fan. We've had such bad luck when it comes to the draft, and even this year. I mean, guys are just what's what I'm trying to say. Even for a Rockets fan, we needed a point guard. We need a point guard.
Hmm.
Um, I would love if they would have moved up and got Fleming, because Fleming to me has
Hmm.
actually looked like one of those guys where he's a lot more polished. He can
Yep.
contribute other ways than just shooting. Because if you notice, I don't know if you caught any of his summer league games. Like he's averaging
I
like
didn't get a chance to catch him yet.
he's averaging like 7 or 8 assists a game, and
Hmm.
a handful of rebounds, even when he's not scoring. So that would have been perfect for the Rockets. He was an H-Town guy. That would have been a win-win. A
Hmm.
local kid coming home to play home, but the Rockets didn't make that move. The guy that they
Right.
got, I can't remember his name. The guy from Ohio State. I'm not a fan because one, he
Hmm.
needs volume shooting. Rockets got plenty of shooting. Rockets need point play.
Right.
They need somebody who can distribute the ball, and I just don't see it right now. Summer League, like I said, AJ, you see what you're getting, AJ Peterson. I'm hoping Utah don't drop the ball and have him play point. He really needs to play two,
Hmm.
uh, just because you can see with all the turnovers, he's not a point. He
Right.
needs somebody to kind of quote unquote handle the rock a little bit more, and his decision making ain't there. Like what I've seen from Boozer, like I say, Wilson a little bit. I'm gonna tell you one guy who's a top guy that I'm a little concerned about watching these summer league games, dude.
Who's that?
Acuff. Acuff got me a little concerned.
Why do you say that? Because I saw somebody else say something like that too.
One, he's averaging like 20 some points a game, but if you look at it, he scored 25 on 29 shots the other day.
Yeah.
It's not efficient scoring.
Hmm.
And he's he's putting up like, these low shooting percentages. He's
Hmm.
forcing a lot of shots, and he's not contributing in no other kind of way but scoring. And
Right.
I get it. He's going to be in Sacramento. He's probably going to have the green light to shoot.
Yep.
But for my liking, to say that it's summer league, you're not playing against guys who already got roster spots, guys are that are starters. You're not playing against perennial all stars. You're not playing against Hall of Famers. You're playing against guys who are competing to get into the league. And I just
Right.
want to see. I thought he would have been a lot more efficient. Um, the guy who really has been surprising me. Uh, hey, and we got into these arguments about Steve Kerr. Linderbaum is looking good for the Warriors.
Mm.
He's looking good. I'm just hoping
That
this
was,
ain't
that looks like a really good pick for them, man. Seriously,
yeah.
we liked the pick when it happened. We were doing it live. We
But you
liked the
know
pick.
how Steve Curry is with rookies.
Hmm.
Man, I don't know.
He better change his tune. Like, dude, like this team is not getting any younger. You got to start looking at the young guys and developing them. Like, I agree with you, Steve Kerr. I don't want to blame it just on Steve Kerr. I think the whole organization has failed every draft pick they've had for the last what, six,
10
seven
years.
years? Yeah, you can
I
say
say
10 years
10.
probably, right? They have had a get out of jail free card when Steph Curry had got hurt that one year. They had got a top pick, and they drafted what was it, Looney or
Wise, no Wiseman. This
Wiseman,
this should have
and
been when they should have been handing off to Wiseman.
exactly, and they fumbled the bag horrendously. They didn't develop him. They had Looney, didn't develop him as well. They had some other guys, younger guys on the team. Like they could have kept Wiggins. They didn't. They just don't develop young talent. Ever
No.
since they had Curry and Thompson as young kids, and Draymond as well. They have not built young
But
talent around them to sustain it. To your point.
did Steve Kerr actually develop them, or was it another guy who used to be a former Knick player who developed them?
I mean, we could go there because I mean, I
I'm
totally
just
concur with
saying.
you. I really feel like Steve Kerr inherited the good the good players from Mark Jackson, and didn't develop these guys. He put a good system around them. Don't get me wrong. He put a system around them that maximized their talent, but he didn't develop those kids. And I
No.
who has Steve Kerr developed? I mean, you look at Greg Pop. Greg Pop had Tim Duncan, but he developed Parker. He developed Manu Ginobili, who was a good player when he came in. I mean,
Kawhi Leonard.
I
Kawhi
remember
Leonard.
it, like I was a senior in college. My first year, Manu came. He was coming off the bench, and like he had like 8 points against the Lakers one night, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And I was like, this kid is out of this world. And years later, now he's a Hall of Famer. But Pop developed those guys. Kerr
I
didn't.
mean, like I said, Kawhi's Pop develop. What's the guy that plays for? I think he plays for the Pelicans now. They traded. I'm having a brain freeze right now.
Yeah, I remember.
But Pop developed a lot of those guys. The Pop developed
Mhm.
the Sochans, the Vassals.
Mhm.
Those are Pop guys that he developed. Um, not like Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr. I mean, think about it. Jordan Poole was a 20-point scorer,
Yeah.
and Jordan Poole was jettisoned off. I get it. Him and Draymond had an issue, but
Mhm.
uh, he was somebody that could have been looked at, down the line as a future player for the team.
Right.
Uh, Even Wiseman, dude. I'm like, dude, how did you not develop Wiseman? And then I get it, he had a couple of injuries, but then it was just like, let's just jettison him off.
Right.
Like, I mean,
They
it's
totally did. They gave up on him.
yeah, they did. I mean, like I said, he would have been hurt, and but I'm also a fan if you got a team the way the team is constructed, and
Mhm.
happen to have a pick like that fall in your lap, and you
Mhm.
don't see yourself having this young guy part of the long term, that should have been a trade for
Mhm.
somebody who maybe was somebody that was younger, proven in the league, who could
Mhm.
become that next generation of the Warriors. They didn't do that. Trust me. I'm talking to he's talking to a Rockets fan. There, hey, there's no way in the world we should have kept that Reed Shepard pick. There's no way in the world. There's no way in the
Right.
world we should have kept, the Jabari pick. Those picks should have been traded. And we've seen just in this last offseason alone, how many guys have we seen that were like all-star level players getting traded? It can be done, especially if you got a top three pick,
Right.
top four pick. It can be done. What up, Aaron
A,
Simmons?
a boogie in the building. What
What
it
up,
do?
fellas? How we
Add
doing
to
this
the
evening?
side.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no.
Yeah, we're just
Um,
talking about summer league, and
yeah,
you know how me and Larry do. We just get off on tangents and we just go. But yeah, listen, we're talking about the summer league and some of the young players. Like we were really impressed with AJ and Peterson.
yeah.
A couple of the kids Larry mentioned that he was really impressed with. Um, who's kind of caught your eye, serious, that's out there right now that if you've been catching any of the summer league games out in Vegas.
I mean, I've been catching a couple of them. When you look at the brother from the Wizards, he's really been balling.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ's been really, really balling. Obviously, I'm a Rockets fan, so I've been paying close attention to what the Rockets have been doing. Crawford has been doing really, really well for Houston. If you look at a couple of the other guys, those are the only two names that really come to mind. I really haven't spent too much time. Yaxel from Golden State, the dude from Michigan, he's been putting on a clinic.
Hmm.
Um,
That's what we were
so
just talking about in Golden State.
Yeah,
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 What's his name again? I
Yaxel.
had to give back. Yeah.
yeah.
And we were talking about how Golden State hasn't really developed young talent, so hopefully they don't fail this kid.
Well, I mean, the rumor is that they're going to Kaminga him. Um, you know, and so that's what I've been hearing on the different podcasts and things of that
Hmm.
nature. I've been watching a little bit of Carl, Boozer
Hmm.
from Memphis, struggling to get his feet wet a little bit, but again, I don't take too much
I don't know
into
about
what
that.
happened
Hey, the
to me.
playmaking is there, brother, and he
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean, he can play make a little bit. I'm looking for him to be more of a scorer.
He's been
You know what I'm
scoring.
saying? When you
Mhm.
when you lose a guy like a Ja Morant, when the team has been dismantled to the manner in which Memphis Grizzlies had, you're expecting your lottery pick to come in and do lottery type stuff.
Mhm.
And so again, this
But
ain't
that's
me
not his
hating on him
game. It's not
because
his game. His game is
well,
contribute
I
all the way
mean,
around.
I put it like this. I put it like this. When you get drafted in the top 10, okay, you're expected to pop in and do work. You know what I'm saying? Look at AJ from the Wizards. They shut
He's
him
the
down.
number one overall pick. He's the number one overall pick.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
but
say this:
again, Carlos Boozer was the what third, fourth, fifth?
third pick. But his,
You
like I
see what I'm
say,
Third
saying?
pick. Third pick.
he's been playing
I
good,
mean,
bro. He's been
RJ
playing good.
Barrett didn't come in like
Yeah, he's been
he
playing
was a
good.
third pick. You know what I mean?
And
I know a third pick. I
he's
know a third
playing
pick that
at
I'll take
home.
Boozer over. That I would trade for Boozer right now. I know a third pick
I mean,
that
yeah,
still
you,
The
hasn't
goat.
proven
there
himself
you
to
go, there you
be.
go,
The
You
there
goat.
know,
you
hey, I know a third pick that still hasn't proven itself yet.
go.
And I don't
Are
know
we,
about you, dude, but
Monday, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen, Monday the
yeah.
launch pad is coming.
Hey,
Uh,
look, preview of the launch pad, dude. I don't like the Thornton pick, bro. I don't
I
like
don't
it.
either. I ain't gonna hold
I
you. I don't
don't
either.
like it.
I don't either.
You
So
don't need another
why?
score.
Why?
I
I'm not
don't.
trying to
I
be a
don't.
jerk. I'm just asking why.
No, because the Rockets. Think about it. The Rockets have plenty of scores. Scoring is not the problem. You
Hmm.
need a facilitator. You need a real
I need a
point.
guard. I need a point
We need a
guard.
guard. We don't need a guard who got weight issues, and then we don't need a guard who wants to shoot the ball 40 times a game. We don't need that. We need a
Hmm.
guard who can set up and run an offense. Point blank.
I mean, but the thing is, with Bruce right now in the summer league, you know what I'm saying, he is playing that facilitator role. I mean, yeah,
Three
he's
assists.
getting buckets. I mean, but
Three
again,
assists. 3 assists.
18 points. He's shooting 3 for 7 from Trey Ball. Yeah, I mean,
I'll take.
three
I'll take.
assists, but
I would have loved to take Fleming. Fleming's
I
giving
like
you 7, 8 assists a game.
I like Fleming. I like Fleming.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't know if you guys have been checking any of the Knicks games. I probably
no,
not as much.
I'm not.
I've spotted in there a little bit. I like Tyler Nickel. He looks like he can contribute for the team. Not like a big contributor, but he can give them 5 to 10 minutes a night and knock down a couple shots. Man, I like what I see him from that kid. I liked him as a second round pick. I felt like that was a steal for the Knicks, where the value where they got him.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you guys see it, but he's shooting the ball from deep very well so far.
Brown will
I
play him.
mean, I
If
would
you
be
had Tibbs,
remiss if
Tibbs would
I didn't.
bury him on the bench.
Say
Yes,
what
it's
now?
almost.
I say Brown will play him. If you still had Tibbs, he'd be buried on the bench.
We're not doing that. We don't talk about that guy. We don't.
I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my homie Caleb Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Go
Setting
ahead,
the
go
record,
for it. How's
setting the
he
record,
looking?
and scoring 35 points in the summer league debut. He seems to have
The shooting,
had um,
the shooting though, he was 3 for like 11 last night.
yeah. Well, I mean, he's streaky. He's very streaky.
Mm-hmm.
He's extremely streaky. I'm not gonna hold you. But you know what I'm saying, keep an eye on my Tar Heels, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking
But I
forward to
think
seeing.
the Bulls will be happy with him. Like to
Yeah.
be honest with you,
I think I think it'd be
yeah,
all right. I
yeah.
think bad though. Other than that, man, just kind of ping ponging around a little bit. Um, I haven't watched too much, but I watched enough of Summer League. I've been super,
Hmm.
super busy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not super into it. Like honestly, World Cup, and
Yeah.
then catching obviously a little bit of WWE over there, but like really watching my Yankees struggle. Thank God I get a break from them. They get a break from us. It's the All-Star break, so that's our saving grace. But really, real quick, I know. Listen, I did not catch the Conor McGregor fight. I didn't have to. I watched the 30-second reel and got all of the fight I needed to get.
All the fight.
All the fight I needed to get in a 30-second reel. This fool got it. I don't know what happened, but it did not look good. The funniest reel I actually saw, I think it was Max Max, what do you call it? Max Holloway's
Yeah.
family. His son's like, barking in the crowd, like, who's your daddy now? Who's that? Like, you, um, your dad didn't do anything. Like,
I think Larry sent it about punches landed in Vegas over the weekend. Dan
yeah,
Matabaya
yeah.
got
No matter by you game.
I didn't know if y'all were gonna bring that up. I'm pretty sure Larry's gonna bring it up. But yeah, Bam Adebayo threw more punches than probably Max and Connor combined. So I mean, this dude went for a super kick like Shawn Michaels and blew out his knee. I mean,
Yep.
sexy boy, like he blew out his damn knee. So I mean, this was his first fight, right, LG, in 5 years. I think his trainer came out and said he's going to rehab and try to come back.
He needs to
Should
hang
he
him up.
come back? Should he come back or should he just hang it up, man? Is he looking for a check like Floyd Mayweather or what are we doing here? You got income tax evasion?
I mean, hey, hopefully he ain't spend all that Floyd Mayweather money he made. I mean, but then the thing with him is, for me, and I get it, it's a little bit different, but with fighters, and whether it's MMA, whether it's boxing, they got to know when to hang it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Connor, he's been hurt. He's what, 36, 37 ish, somewhere up in there. Yeah, like dude, it's one of those things where when you're older fighter, and you're hurt, you constantly get hurt, or you never really fully recover from that injury, right? Um, I don't know if you guys ever watch Anderson Silva, Spider. So when he broke that leg, he was never the same. He was closer to 40 when he broke that leg, and that was one of the reasons why he moved over to boxing, because that leg was never the same. And if you're Connor, you're coming off an ACL this late in his career. Um, I'm not gonna say retire, but he needs to have that one final super easy fight. Super easy fight. Yeah, 38. 38 ACL. Yeah, that's a hard road to come back. And maybe he just have that one little bitty, easy, you want to go out with a win fight. But I think he did wanna have a payday too, because think about it, Connor's a draw, bro.
Yeah.
People
His
love
name
Connor.
is.
He's
I
a draw.
his name is a draw before
Yeah.
this. You feel me? Like
It's
who's
like
gonna
Floyd
want to?
Mayweather. His name is a draw.
Hmm?
It's like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather haven't had a real fight in what, 7, 8 years. He's
Well,
fighting
Floyd
exhibition.
Mayweather ain't getting knocked out or tapped out or anything like that. Like the name Floyd Mayweather will still put butts in seats. Conor McGregor probably not so much.
For
Yeah,
MMA,
I
for
mean, he put
MMA,
butts in seats for
yeah,
this fight, right?
Well, that's
yeah,
because people were excited to see him come back. Like
That's
we
what I'm
saw
saying.
this
So
dude.
yes, but Connor will put butts in seats, just because, like, it's like even Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's having boxing matches now because Ronda Rousey will put butts in seats.
She be
Um,
tapping people out quick, man.
she,
Like
you
she's
know,
done, right? She's not
no,
coming back.
no, no,
she's
no. She came.
boxing. She's
She
boxing
came
now.
back and did that one fight with that
With Gina
senior citizen
Carano.
lady. Yeah,
Yeah, but she's
Hey,
more
easy. I
trying
like
to move
Gina
over.
Carano. Don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's old.
Yeah, but she's trying to. Ronda's moving over to more of the boxing realm. But yeah,
Is she
I
really
mean,
though? Seriously, is she really trying to be in the boxing and stuff?
yeah, yeah. So like I said, it's some
I really
names
don't care for
we're
Ronda
gonna make
Rousey.
the draw.
I don't care for her.
And like I said, Connor,
Is
he
this
still
your
has the same.
WWE hat coming in right here? Okay,
Absolutely, absolutely.
as long as we keep it a bean, keep it a
Hey,
bean.
No,
hey,
keep it a bean.
let's keep it a bean. We got two wrestling guys on the show. Connor could move over to WWE.
I don't know. I don't know
He's
if
too
his
injury prone
body
at
would
this
hold
point.
up for that.
Yeah, he's too
He's
injury prone.
he's a wrestler by trade.
But he would be a draw. They
Be a
could
draw.
definitely do something with him. He might not have to get in a match.
Yeah.
He could be in an altercation, like kind of like Tyson did years ago, and that would work. right? Or maybe a
I
one
mean,
shot deal like Floyd Mayweather did. Got a nice little payday from WWE at a WrestleMania.
wait, Barry,
I mean, we got
I'm hold up. So
Johnny Rollins involved. We
Brock
got
Made the MMA transition. So you
who?
said
Yeah,
Conor?
but he was a wrestler first and then went to MMA.
Yeah,
Correct.
but Conor is a wrestler, grappler, the whole nine, and I think he could make the transition over, dude. I'm being
But I
honest with
just don't know if his body can hold up. When to your point, he's 38 with a ACL blowout. Like
you.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but if he rehabs that leg, I think that Conor could probably make the transition over to that realm, and he
So
would be a crazy
here's
big
what I'll
draw.
tell you. Here's what
He
I'll
would
show
be a
you.
big draw.
In seriousness, what I'm going to say, Kevin Nash comeback in WWE with NWO. He had
Yeah.
just got, I think he had a shoulder injury or something, came back, got in the ring, went to make a step, and blew out his knee and his whole joint. And just is about the same age as Conor McGregor. So that's what I fear for Conor McGregor. Now, but can he get in there and do something? And like I said, do a little melee, something like that, and get a little check? Yeah, absolutely. Or have some kind of easy match with like a Logan Paul, probably, but like a on the road every other week kind of dude. Hell to the
To be
no,
grinding like that?
No, but
he had
he could be one of the guys that he's in big cards because he's a draw.
sure.
He's a draw, and Connor, like I say,
Oh,
Connor,
absolutely. They'll make
Connor's
money off him.
name,
To your point.
yeah,
Sure.
and he could cash a couple of checks too. He'll probably make more money than he did in UFC.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
Dana White don't be cutting them checks like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Before we move, did y'all touch on the home run derby yet?
Nah, I didn't. I'll be honest. Didn't watch it.
Okay.
I saw the highlight. The guy was down to his last swing and hit 4 in a row and won. That's all I know.
Yeah. Jordan Walker.
I didn't even check the format. Do you know what the format was? Because they said they changed the format, right?
It looks like it was just a tournament joint. Based off what I'm looking at now on MLB.com, it was just a tournament.
Why do they keep insisting it be a tournament, like a bracket tournament style? Like, why can't they just have the top guys go and then you hit your home runs? Like, the way it was back in the day was not, it didn't hurt nobody, like kid and play. Like, it was just fine the way it was.
Because
That's
you gotta get your Netflix subscription money's worth, man.
Oh my god! Did you watch it on Netflix yesterday?
I caught the tail end of it. Luckily, I came in right at the last matchup. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like beating Kyle Schwarber, bro. That's hard. I thought Kyle was gonna run away with it because the dude's just a beast. Honestly, when I look at the home run derby now, because it's been in this format the last couple of years, right? I'm not saying I don't like it, but I understand it. It's set up in a way to where guys don't kind of quote unquote kill themselves, hack themselves out, right? Remember how the old format used to be? Hey, you go up there, you hack away, whoever basically hits the most home runs wins. Now it's more like, okay, you go up there, you hack away. If you get to a certain number, you don't need it. You don't need it anymore. Or they give them all these like quote unquote like the NBA and the 3-point shooter. They give them all these extra balls and stuff like that to kind of pad your numbers to get you more swings and stuff like that. But I mean, they're trying to. It's like the slam dunk contest. They're trying to do whatever they can do to get people to watch it again. Because honestly, when it comes to the home run derby, to me, like Kyle Schwarber, you want to see him, but Judge isn't doing it again. Y'all gave me hell, but it's a dude in Houston. I told you he's arguably top 3 hitters in the league, brother. Top 3.
I ain't gonna say he ain't.
Hey, he's not in it. So they don't have the star power like they had. I think, and that's what the problem.
That's the format. So pretty much, they kind of just all hit in the round, and then round 2 kind of got broken up a little bit, and so then the
Yeah,
final round.
that's pretty much how it's not too far away from how it used to be. It just wasn't really laid out as a bracket like versus, but like yeah, that's fine. So the names and Ben Rice was it, can you bring that back up real quick,
Yeah,
Serious?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they have the numbers of who how many they
yeah,
hit?
yeah, 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 yeah. Ben
How
Rice
many
hit 7.
how many like how many he had 7?
Yes,
Or
sir.
Harper was in it. He was okay, Walker, Contreras. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber, man. I mean,
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
Swarber. I thought Swarber was going to run away with it. To be honest with you.
like yeah, at home, and honestly, he's one of the better home run hitters in the league right now. So
Right.
I'm kind of surprised there too. Um, yeah, no, I mean, do you know what the number was? Do we know how it did on net? Because this is the first year Netflix
I didn't see what the
carried the
number was
home run
on
derby.
Netflix. I'm sure we'll get that probably later on this week. I'm sure because that
Yeah,
was just
let me do some research to see what we got. But yeah, Netflix. Listen, I'd like Netflix's baseball package. I like seeing Barry Bonds there. He's such a wealth of knowledge in baseball. So him and Albert Pujols, and I think it is who's the other guy who was that does the broadcast. He's really good too. Damn, I just had a mental freeze. I'll have to find it, but like I liked seeing Barry Bonds. He was on the pre-show talking with Albert Pujols, so that was good to see.
Yeah, I might have to start watching more because I don't know if I ever told you guys I'm a big Bonds fan,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's almost appalling what baseball is doing to him. It
Yeah.
almost reminds you of of course we all three of us are not old enough to remember it, but it almost reminds you of the stories they heard about. You hear about how they did Babe Ruth after he retired, and baseball was just like, okay, you retired, we're done with you. Because it's a shame that Barry Bonds has to go to Netflix to be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a shame, bro.
Yeah.
Uh, and they don't even bring up his Hall of Fame nomination anymore. They don't even talk about it anymore. Like they just swept it under the rug. Like we're not even gonna let the conversation be out there anymore.
Yeah. It's
So yeah,
crazy. I mean, I don't know what the number did. They haven't released it yet, but it's the opening night or opening day. They did about 3 million. So that, and usually the derbies do about 5. So that's kind of the range that they're looking for. I would imagine to be in, but I agree with you, Larry. It's good to see him there. Baseball be damned, you can't get rid of him as much as you want to. So it was Bonds, Pujols, Anthony Rizzo, and
Rizzo.
then Ellie Duncan. Ellie Duncan is really good too. I like her. Yeah, Rizzo, Rizzo. Um, anybody that listened to Jerky Boys back in the day. But Ellie Duncan, I like her too. So good. It's a good team, and I'm really I agree with you, Larry. I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see Bonds there. Baseball be damned. Like MLB, who's damned. I love baseball, but
yeah. I mean, if you think about it too, from my standpoint, like I say, if you hear Barry Bonds talk for 5 minutes, Barry Bonds knows baseball. Matter of fact,
he knows some baseball, man.
his nephew just got drafted.
Mm.
like, like Barry
Yeah, well,
Bonds knows.
that was the other thing that they had. They make it a nice long weekend, Larry. Right? So they have the futures over the weekend. Then they have the MLB draft coincides with it, which is really a smart move from MLB to have the draft, even though you don't know a lot of these kids. It's a great story. Andy Pettit's son, Luke Pettit, got drafted by the Yankees. Another former player's kid got drafted. I forget who it was.
CC's son got drafted.
CC got drafted. But even still, just it's a great moment for these kids, right? Getting drafted. But I think out of the major 4 sports, MLB baseball drafts is usually the least, because you don't know these kids. You might watch a little college ball, but some of them get drafted out of high school. So
you kind of forget about them too, because you draft them and then they go away to developmental and
for a
double
couple
A
years
and all the things. And by the time they get brought up, you're like, oh, Who's this?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
does
you know what? Let's since we're going there too, you got to remember that like when you're watching like the NBA draft, college basketball has a huge TV contract.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
in college basketball, I mean, college football has a huge. They have their own networks. College baseball, you see it during the college baseball World Series. Other than that, you really don't see it as much.
Yeah.
Um, you don't see high school baseball games getting televised. You see nationally televised high school basketball games. You see
Yeah.
like the high school football has like what is it, the Army game that they sponsor every year. They have these games that are nationally televised high school games. You just see much more TV exposure of the football and the basketball guys. So when you get ready for the draft, it's like, okay, yeah, I caught that guy's high school McDonald's game. You don't
Right.
see that with guys who get drafted into Major League Baseball, and I think that's why you kind of like don't get as excited for the MLB draft like you do with these other ones.
Because
I mean, the thing is,
ESPN has a. I'm sorry. I'm
no, no.
sorry.
What I was gonna say is, I mean, it happens on a random day in the middle of the day.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, oh, Stratton, you know what I'm saying? Such and such, so and so got drafted from LSU, and then it's back to work. Like, they don't really make it a big spectacle like the other
Mhm.
sports do.
Yeah,
yeah. But
I mean, because
like
one of the main feeders is high school into the MLB draft, and you just don't see that on TV. To Larry's point, college baseball is really run by ESPN. So if you have the ESPN app, you can watch some college baseball games here and there, but for the most part,
here and
until the
there, you
World,
don't really, yeah,
yeah,
you don't
until
really.
the World Series, you won't see it. Perfect example: who won the college baseball World Series?
It
You
came
have
on
no
like on
idea.
a Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Exactly. You know who
Like
won it? I think it was
it's so
Oklahoma
weird.
Sooners. You know
Yeah,
how I know that? Because we are partnered with MLB Shop, and MLB Shop has their official Oklahoma Sooners gear, their NCAA championship gear that you can click on our link and go to the Executives View /deals on our website, and you could get the official gear. That's the only reason I know that Oklahoma won
yeah.
the college baseball World Series. So,
Dude, and like I
but
said,
get to
you'll
the site.
see,
We got plenty of deals. You can go
yeah,
shop on Fanatics and get your official Sooners baseball championship gear. So,
and Nick's championship gear. But
yeah,
yeah, but like I
one
said,
month anniversary series. 1 month anniversary.
Yeah,
the
no,
game
no.
comes
Yeah.
in.
I was
The
playing. I was
game,
gonna play Tony today. Yeah, it's our anniversary. Yeah, yeah.
only Barry celebrates for 1 month anniversaries.
Dude, I'll
It's
be
the Knicks, man.
celebrating
You're
that
gonna hear about
every.
this for the next 20 years.
You
Yeah,
ain't never gonna let me hear this now, boy. I'm telling you. But no, seriously. I think baseball's making good strides to get some attention on these kids on the draft, making it a thing. I think they started to do it when it was on MLB Network, right? When they got the network, they used to put the draft on MLB Network, but now coinciding it with the All-Star game, I think it's a better step that's a good move, a step in the right direction. So it's going to be hard to your point, Larry, to get attention because you just don't know these kids and you don't see them enough. But like UConn, my Huskies have a really good baseball team. They've had about their current coach has had about 80 kids drafted into the pros. They had a pitcher, a really good pitcher. I forget his name, but he was drafted in the 6th or 7th round. One of the dominant pitchers in college baseball. I think he was a Big East pitcher of the year or something like that. So, so again, I don't even know his name, and I don't get to
yeah, but
catch a lot of UConn games. So,
that's what I'm saying. But
um,
these kids, they need more exposure. Like I said, you
yeah,
think about
yeah,
it, they don't get a McDonald's high school game.
right.
We know some of these basketball players are from the McDonald's high
Yeah.
school game.
That's
Yeah.
how I know who they are is because of
Yeah,
the McDonald's game. So I think
we know that.
now that's something that I think what you would think college would want to do, like a college all-star game that's kind of coinciding with get some major branding, get some major sponsors. Maybe it's Nike or somebody like that. Have a big game that you could do like the MLB does to get some exposure on these kids, get some exposure on your sport. Because if you're down south, it's a big deal, especially because the baseball World Series, the College World Series happens in is it Omaha, Nebraska?
Nebraska. Nebraska.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's a big deal to go down there. So that's on them to promote their sport a little bit better. I would think.
yeah. I mean, then the only caveat to that I would say is that because we see a lot of guys who are like McDonald's basketball players, they go into college ranks, they're one and done, and then you'll see them in the NBA. With baseball, it's a little bit different because you can see guys who are really good high school players, and they get kind of either lost in college baseball, or they get into one of these farm systems, and you never see them again just
Hmm.
because they couldn't make it above, A ball or double A ball or something
Right.
like that. That's the one bad side to it. Just because, like I said, MLB their system is set up to kind of like only let the cream of the crop get to the top.
Not wrong.
You're not wrong. So we will see what happens, man, with this baseball. We are currently at the All Star break. American League is currently up 3-0 right now on the National League for whatever that's worth. But since we're sitting here, we're gonna do a Yankee show here in a minute. We got two Yankees fan, the Astros fan, but I
Why?
wanted to. Well, we have to. We have to. But I wanted to, spin around the MLB really quickly, man. First house in the books. What did you like? What did you don't like? You don't have to talk about your respective team. But Larry, I'll start with you, big dog, man. What do you like? What don't you like about the first half of this baseball season?
um, I'm not gonna go team specific. The thing that I like the most is that guys are hitting again. Like, no, we were like on the show. We were like, dude, I don't want to see a guy leading the league and hitting batting 340, me 240. Like, bro, like what in the world was going on where it was like, okay, this guy's leading MLB in batting at 260. Like, we all grew up in a day and age where, like, if you were batting 330, you were like probably fifth on your team. Like, guys are getting back into hitting, but then guys are getting back into hitting home runs. Like,
Right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of interested in this home run race with Schwarber and my guy Alvarez. I'm kind of interested in it because 30 home runs at the break, bro. I'm just
I
telling y'all,
mean, I'll say this. I mean, the king is currently not, on the throne, on his podium.
Aaron,
So
bro.
give me a break.
You're talking to guys who, like I said, y'all looked at me like I was crazy when I said Alvarez is arguably top three hitters in the league. Arguably. You got Judge, you got Otani, and you got Alvarez.
Hmm.
Like I said, regardless if Judge is there or not, Judge would just add to it. If we had what if we had a 3-man home run race and guys are hitting 30 at the break, bro? Like, I want to see what's happening in the second half. But I'm
I
glad to see
mean,
guys are hitting.
looking at it now, I mean, your boy Alvarez is fourth. You got
And what?
Lopez, you
Hmm.
got Alvarez, you got Yandy
No, no,
Diaz.
no, 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 no. What are you looking at, my brother? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at batting average.
Oh, you talking about batting average. I'm talking about home runs.
Oh, you
He
talking
talking
about
about
home
home
runs?
runs.
Second.
Okay,
And
okay,
second.
I
Second,
got you.
brother. And fourth in batting.
Yeah, I'm looking at batting average. Yeah.
Hey. Like I said, the boy is having an amazing season over here so far. We're
I mean,
gonna
I
we're
can't
gonna
hate on
see.
it to be honest with you. I mean, as much as I want to hate on the Astros, I can't. Um, for me, I keep it a bean with you, and it's kind of hard for me not to talk Yankees, but I'm going to talk Yankees for a second. Um, why do we always do this? We get to June, July, and we forget how to play baseball. And
Well,
then
I mean, I gotta be fair. This is a beat up team. There's a lot of injuries on this Yankee team. I mean, the judge, the captain's not there. Max Fried was pitching lights
actually,
out.
yeah,
He's
he
hurt.
was.
Clark Schmidt is hurt. Luis Heald is hurt. You know, there's a lot of injuries to go around. Obviously, Giancarlo Stanton is always hurt. I mean, when he's healthy, that's he should be on the healthy list. They should make a list for healthy, just not like injury list. He's always on that.
I mean, but he'll be ready for the playoffs. That's all.
That's all you need him. That's when you need him. But this is a beat up Yankees team, and one thing that I alluded to in my article. Get to executivesview.com. Check out the blog. I did a midseason report on the Yankees. They're going to be buyers at the deadline. But are there going to be sellers? The AL sucks. I mean, the two teams in the West and the Central that are leading the division, I think the White Sox are 5 games over 500, and who's leading the West? The Athletics? They're like 2-3 games.
The West Texas Rangers.
Yeah, is it the Rangers? But they're like a couple games over 500.
Not by a lot, brother.
Not by a lot. So
the Rangers are up by a game and a half of the Seattle Mariners.
But what's their record, Sirius? What's their record?
Texas is 49-47.
Yep. Yeah,
they're 2 games over 500. So, these teams that typically would be sellers at the deadline might want to keep their guys because they got a chance to make the playoffs. So it's really going to be a seller's market. And now a guy that you could get for cheap, that price might be higher than normal because there's not a lot of teams that are going to be selling, especially in the AL. So. The Yankees will look to reload and get some players, preferably some infield help. They need a catcher. I got my trade deadline article coming up pretty soon. Get to the website and check that out. But they need a lot of help, and there might not be a lot of teams selling. I mean, and really, I don't know who you guys peg as the best team in baseball. I got it as a tie between the Dodgers and the Brewers. I think that Brewers team is really good.
How many times have we seen the Brewers team do this and collapse?
I know, but I love what I see from.
I think it's the Dodgers. I think it's the Dodgers versus the field.
Me too.
Okay, all right.
I think it's the Dodgers and everybody else is kind of just batting second because the thing is, like, even that Milwaukee Brewers team, I mean, they're playing well now, but we've seen this before from them. Whomever wants to win the AL West, just raise your hand and go get it because the AL West is horrible.
The Astros haven't been playing good baseball, and they still have a pretty good shot to get.
They're 8 out of the first. They're 8 out right now.
That's a week. That's a week they could be back in the fold.
Like, exactly.
Dude, the crazy part about they're not even that far out from leading the division. They're not even that far out from the wild card. They just like to win 3 games and then lose 4 games.
Well,
they're like I feel like Big Worm over here. Like they playing with my emotions, man. This is not cool. Like they like the Rangers.
About the NL Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates are only 9.5 games out right now.
Say it again.
The crazy thing about the NL Central is the Pittsburgh Pirates are only 9.5 games out.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's a weird season, bro.
But if they were in the AL, they would be at the top of their division. That's how good the Brewers have been playing. The Cubs and the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I always knew they would be right there. They're a sub 500 team. They never figure out a way to have a losing season. They're 8.5 games back, right? So
yeah,
I mean, I agree with you. Listen, the Braves. Right where they should be. They're a really good baseball team. The Phillies are charging right behind them, so that's going to be a dogfight down the stretch. What's that?
I'm impressed with the Phillies.
I am too. It's going to be a dogfight in the AL East between those two. But that's what I say. The Brewers and the Dodgers, to me, are the creme de la creme in baseball. They're the 2 best teams in baseball. I kind of agree with you guys. Like, it could be Dodgers in the field, but I think that's disrespectful to the Brewers. I really like what I see from the Brewers because they do it. They're strong at home. They've lost some games down the stretch. I think they got swept in their last series, but they're a really good road team. They have a really good pitching staff. I'm really impressed with them. So, I like what I see from the Brewers. But yeah, the Dodgers. and you know the Dodgers are just going to reload. They're just going to find one arm at the deadline. Maybe it's Struble, whoever they get. They're going to be in on somebody, and they're just going to say, "F them picks" kind of deal. They're going to be like, "F that luxury tax. We gonna win." You know what I mean? That's essentially their mentality.
I mean, honestly, they have the biggest gap between the first and second place team in their respective divisions, so I don't expect anybody to catch them. I think we said this early on. You know, the Dodgers would get far enough ahead, then just throw it into cruise control all the way to the finish. The rest of everybody going to be fighting and clawing, but is what it is.
The next shot is, if the Dodgers three-peat, do they come in with a cap?
No.
Never will. They never will.
There'll never be a cap in baseball.
Yeah,
they'll never do a cap.
But I think it'll be a hard conversation.
Do you really want a cap? Do you want a cap, Larry?
No, not not. I don't really believe that any league should have a cap in it. You know, because I feel like, you know, we live in a capitalist society, and you get what you're worth. I mean, or you get what somebody's willing to pay you. So I don't believe any league should have a cap. But it's been a conversation in baseball for the last 3 years, 3 or 4 years. They keep saying it, and you see how the Dodgers are just spending money like they printing it, like they don't care. But they're winning championships too. Yeah. I can say right now, they were championships. Like their payroll was paid for. Their payroll.
Look at like this. The Rams are doing the same stupid thing in the NFL, and there's a cap there.
Yeah, but there's a cap. But there's a cap there. But like I said, in baseball, a lot of the rumors is because the Dodgers are just basically just spending money like they printed it. And if they win,
if there's no rules against it, then they're just taking advantage of the rules that are in place, right?
Yeah, but if they win a third in a row,
I don't see anybody beating them.
I just think it gets louder. I think it gets louder about having a cap.
I mean, again, it may get louder, but I don't foresee baseball ever getting a cap, ever.
I don't see it happening. I think the luxury tax is the best that you'll get with these teams. Like, because honestly, because I feel like the cap works both ways, right, Larry? The cap really stops the teams from spending a lot, but it also forces the bottom teams to spend a certain amount. And these bottom teams aren't going to want to spend that money because it doesn't dictate for them to be able to spend that money. They'll be operating at a loss. Then these owners will sell these teams, and who's going to want to buy these teams? Because now, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a trickle down. It's trickle down economics that we think, okay, it just affects the teams at the top. That's not the case. It affects these bottom teams too.
So like they're talking about doing it in baseball, but you know, not to go off the beaten path, but like, dude, we just saw the Seahawks sell for $9 billion. Yeah. How does football have a cap of like $300 million?
Yeah, but
and my team just sold for
so much different than baseball, though, Larry. Right?
I get it, but why even have a cap? Because I feel like that's just me. When you have a cap in place, then that's saying no matter how much money I make, the cap is saying I only have to spend this amount. So it don't matter, and they gradually make that cap go up and up and up. But if they're gradually increasing that cap, then you know what's happening to the money that the owners are making is gradually going up too, or it's probably going up a whole lot more than what they're increasing that cap. Because we all have jobs and we know how that is. Your job is going to give you 2%, even though we made 50% more revenue. You know, they're going to incrementally give you a little bit more. So I always feel like, why have a cap in place? Because if you are owner of a team, you know how much money you made and how much you can spend. You have all these high price accountants and forecasters to tell you, hey, don't exceed this much because this is what you're going to look like next year. So you know how much money you can and can't deal out, right? So I'm not a fan of a cap per se, but in baseball, because you see what the Dodgers are doing, it keeps getting louder and louder and louder and louder. The one thing I will say that I applaud them for, when baseball players say they striking, you know what they mean?
They striking.
Striking.
Right. Yeah,
but
ain't no fake
that's
strike.
yeah. I there's no rev share like that in baseball, is there? Like there is in football.
I don't think there
Uh,
is. Somebody would
I
have to
think
double check that.
Yeah, so I think what you make is what you make. So that's a whole, like I said, that's a whole economic discussion that I don't think baseball is ready for. I just don't think they're ready for it. So
I think both.
yeah,
I
I
think
mean
baseball is the poster boy. Like real talk, I think baseball is the base. If it ain't been broke in 100 and some years, don't fix it.
right.
And the two leagues that we see that is broken in quite ain't quite figured out how to fix it yet. Basketball is better. Football
Yeah.
is football is in shambles. If I Football has the worst union to me out of all three major
Hmm.
sports, and they get the short end of the stick. And I get it; their roster is bigger, but football makes the most money, but they have the smallest cap.
Right.
Make that make sense? And I get it. You as an owner, GM, you determine how much of that money you divvy up. Do you give your quarterback 60 million? Do you get running back 20 million? Do you get a receiver 30 million? You determine how you divvy that money up. But to have a cap in place, yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I just the more and more the Dodgers keep winning, you just keep seeing it keep coming up in baseball.
I
Right.
don't think honestly it's people just upset that they keep winning.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm
they
saying?
keep
I don't think they really care about a cap or the money or whatever the case may be. They just like, let me find a way to, bitch and moan and complain that the Dodgers keep winning. So let's talk about a cap that's never gonna happen.
yeah.
Because the thing is, we heard the same conversation several years ago when the Yankees was going back to back to back. We heard the same conversation a couple of years ago when the Astros was kept going, back to back and winning things. Oh, we need to get a cap, we need to get a cap, we need to get a cap. You know what I'm saying? Me and Steve had a conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when the Astros were winning, it was homegrown talent. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really go out and spend stupid money on these guys. They
No,
find win.
it
You
was
feel me?
Moneyball 2.0.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I think people are just tripping and getting upset because they can't find a way to beat the Dodgers. I mean, again, rightfully so. I mean, they're the best team in baseball, and they have been for a significant period of time. But there will never be a cap in Major League Baseball. I don't think there ever will be. Um, moving right along. Um, World Cup before we get out of here. We have one half of the bracket done. Spain has advanced to the final. They played the winner out of Argentina and England. Um, they made it look easy versus France. Did anybody catch the game? Want to talk a little bit about it? Dylan dealing with some stuff. Larry, did you catch it or not?
I caught some of it. For some reason, everybody in my job just finds their way to the break room when the World Cup's on.
They
And
know what's
Everybody.
going on. It's like March Madness, man. They know what's
Oh,
going on.
I know.
hey, look,
All this sudden, there's like 3 hour meetings at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard
hey,
Time. You
you
know
know
what
what?
I'm
You know
saying?
what tripped me out, dude? Hey, look, and I'm just gonna put it like that because you know I'm not gonna say where I work at, but it was funny to me going to the break room and you see like six guys all with their laptops in front of the TV in the break room because World Cup was on. I'm like, yeah, work at home, work in office to the finest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was definitely funny. I think me and Aaron were the only two that picked Argentina,
Yeah.
so we'll see what happened. For right now, they're still alive. Did anybody pick Spain?
I don't think anybody picked Spain,
I
but
think everybody picked France because they were going to
Yeah,
their third straight, trying to go to their third straight World Cup final,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like Spain made everybody look like yeah, I forgot.
yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
I think France was pretty sloppy. They played pretty sloppy with the
mm,
ball, but Spain looked they looked they looked like they belonged there, and and France did not belong on the same field, on the same pitch as them. So
Yeah.
um, that's as much as I saw. I was kind of in and out watching it, like kind of checking it a little bit. But um, listen, all I know is a lot of people that I talked to. don't want to see Argentina in that final no more. They tired of them. And like I feel like they get handed um trying to be nice about it, but
Yeah, talk your
like
mess, son.
they like the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm
Talk
sorry,
your
man.
mess.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
They
Like,
got the
listen,
best player on the planet. They have the best player on the planet.
yeah, but like
Argue with
that fool should have got a red card, my G. And then like it's just like there seems to be some corruption with like people just wanting Argentina to get to the final all the time. So I mean, like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shout out to my people that work with me because they put me on to a lot of the stuff that's going on with Argentina. Like we ain't rooting for Argentina around here. What I'm
I
saying? Go England.
mean, you want to see people want to see that storyline, man, and sometimes that storyline is what sells.
It's scripted, man. It's scripted.
Yeah, it is. I mean, listen, and I
WWE,
should be empathetic because I am a
WWE.
villain. Support your local villain, but Argentina making us villains look bad. You know what
I mean, the thing is, man. I mean, just looking at how they got here, man. It's just I have a hard time picking against Argentina, man. They got the best player in the world,
Yep.
and
I'm saying?
I picked them last week. I'm gonna rock with them. Pick them this week. I think they win the whole thing, man. I mean, no disrespect to Spain or England. God, they're good.
Mhm.
You know what
All I
I'm
know is
Listen,
all I know
they
is they
good.
better have like what do you call it? Top flight security of the world.
Top
If it's
flight.
saying?
if
I'm
if
not
it's
there, so
Spain versus
they're not gonna be top flight. I ain't there.
hey, well you'll never be what action is no way. So what are you
I
talking
was
about?
I was this past weekend. Oh my goodness.
Hey, every time it's some action, it's nowhere near Aaron. Yeah. but
I was this past week. I was this past weekend. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
That Chris
yeah,
Brown.
Spain and Argentina would be nuts, bro. That would be definitely they
They're
got
gonna shut
definitely
it
got some
down.
yes sir.
Yeah. I'm looking
Aaron
forward to seeing it, man. I'm
and
looking forward to seeing it.
So
if
that
anybody
game, tomorrow's game is
It's
gonna
like 3 o'clock.
be
3 o'clock.
in Dallas, right? It's in Dallas.
yeah, I think
I
so.
think it is
Or
in Jerry's world.
or- okay, or yeah, I know the final is at MetLife.
Yeah.
Sorry for anybody that loses an ankle or knee or anything.
Blame your Giants. Blame your Giants.
hmm
Using the switch
So
out the field.
yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of football players have been coming out talking about, if they could do it for soccer, why can't we get grass for these
That
games?
that
Dude,
that yeah.
dude, you know what's the crazy part? This is why I feel like everything evolves around each other. We just talked about why does NFL have a cap and y'all generate literally probably the most money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why in the hell can y'all not get a grass field? But then
They don't
like
want to.
I don't know if y'all caught some of the conversations that me and Steve have. Like the World Cup is broadcast in 4K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
MLB, their All-Star game is in 4K. Do you know how many 4K football games, NFL football games you get a year?
Not
Maybe
many.
one. Maybe one or two.
Maybe the Super Bowl in the playoffs, like in the
The Super
championship
Bowl is
game.
not even in 4K, bro. The
Mm,
Super Bowl is not in 4K.
yeah.
How come y'all make so much money and y'all can't put grass on a field and y'all can't broadcast in 4K? Hey, I don't know about you guys. I love to see 4K games because I can see the blades of grass. I
Yeah.
can see the dew on the grass. I can see the little
Mm-hmm.
bugs on the grass. But it's funny that you mentioned about the grass field, and it's like if I was a football player, it's like, hey, I want my family members to be able to see me in my helmet, broadcasting for a
Mm-hmm.
clay. I don't want to blow out my knee, hey, these soccer players are running on natural grass. How come we can't get natural grass? Like those are some of the things for me. When they had these collective bargaining agreements, it seemed like the NFL players they argue for like the frivolous stuff. You want to still run around in shorts, but you're not doing it on the grass that you should with Scarlet. I don't want to practice. I want like 3 practices a year, but you're still playing on artificial turf. Make that make sense? Like the stuff that you would think that they would be arguing and they would be willing to go, down the shield for, they're not.
Right.
So yeah,
I think it's ridiculous, and I feel like FIFA makes a lot of money, man.
Oh, they do.
yeah.
That's why they put in the grass in there, because the ratings don't lie, and the money being generated that's why you get the World Cup in your country. Soccer may not be as big as people think, is around the world as it is in the U.S., but the U.S. is reaping a lot of benefits from the FIFA Cup being in this country. It has captivated this country. I
Well,
love
I
watching the
mean,
World Cup. I don't watch a lot of soccer throughout the year. Like, I don't really follow it. I don't, there's so many different leagues and all, like MLS, but then there's like the world, the league across the pond and everything. But like World Cup, I can lock in. I love watching World Cup soccer. I get intense for that. So
I think
yeah.
anything with
I'm glad.
USA, anything countrywide, I kind of get involved with. But
Mhm.
I can vouch for soccer because I do security for some soccer events. So I've kind of started to understand it and learn it a little bit. But to your point, I don't on a Sunday sit down and be like, hey, I'm gonna watch a soccer game like I do anything else. So.
No,
I mean,
because I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. But like the
think about it,
women's
soccer.
World Cup, I watch.
But think about it, soccer. They're like World Cup. We want to see our stars on the field. So
Hmm.
how do we do whatever we need to do to have our stars on the field? Of course, it's some guys that got injured, like the guy from the United States. He got injured, but that was just kind of like one of those freak things. But it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
we want to see our stars on the field because this is how we get people to come and watch the games. Why why the NFL is not like, oh, we don't want our stars on the field, which is what we want. We don't
Mhm.
care about protecting our investment. You get what I'm saying? Like Barry, like Bear's going through it now. Neighbors, he might even be ready for the season, and
He
it's
won't
like,
be ready for.
bro,
He will not be ready for the season, LG.
dude, and that's crazy,
He may
bro. Like,
he may not be ready for the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season.
No, he won't. He's not gonna. If anything, like I hate to derail, but like if I were the Giants, I would not have him play this year. I just
but if
wouldn't.
you were the Giants and you were worried about Neighbors' career, you would be like, okay, let's replace this field, protect our investment.
They won't do it. I
No,
don't. Does has anybody? And I know we're gonna close pretty soon, but like, has anybody said like anything about a reason why these owners won't do it? Like, we hear from the players how they want it. We hear what they want, like, but we haven't
Is
heard
it
from
the
anybody
owners or
else.
is it the owners? Because there are other fields that have actual grass.
yeah.
Sure, that's what I
So
mean. But like, so like,
is the owners plural or just owner?
there's probably a sect
Well,
of owners that won't do it. I mean, how many grass fields are there in football right
because
now? Like,
they're saying that it's too expensive, especially when you're dealing with like your Jerry's World. Jerry's World
but
is
that's
not an outdoor.
ridiculous. You just sold
It's
the
not
the
outdoor.
Seahawks for $9 billion.
$1 billion.
What is
You gotta
so
do it like this,
expensive
Barry.
about
You gotta
maintaining
do it
a
like this.
field?
You gotta do it like this when you say it.
So,
Nine
so
billion
One of
dollars.
the worst.
oh,
But
yeah, no. Half of the league has grass.
okay, half of
15
the
of the
league.
30 teams have grass.
But one of the worst teams in football, the Cardinals, have one of the state of the art grass fields in the league. That
But
and,
they're in
and they what do
Arizona.
they do? What do they draw?
But they're in Arizona. So that's how they say it because some of these teams they don't have like open air stadiums. They're not in conditions for that. So it has
Active
to be
Shore
kind of like
Stadium,
they well
Pittsburgh
Aaron,
has
yeah,
natural grass.
Yeah.
Aaron knows, but Aaron, some of these stadiums that have it, you gotta remember they have to take that out in segments.
Yeah.
They have to keep it stored somewhere where they can keep it watered and keep it, in the right condition. So when they put it back out there, it's playable. And some teams say it's too expensive, but I feel like if this is how you make your money, but you can spend $9 gazillion million on a Super Bowl ring that's bigger than your damn hand, why you
Yeah.
can't spend money on the field?
Yeah,
Makes no
I
sense.
mean, I didn't know there was this many teams that have it. I mean, you got Pittsburgh, Vegas,
Yeah.
Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos,
Mhm.
Dolphins,
But wait,
Packers,
Aaron.
Niners.
Well, hey,
Mhm.
wait, Aaron. But then you got to remember too that it's different types of the natural grass too. I think they want the natural grass like the soccer players play on.
According to what I'm looking at right now, these 15 NFL stadiums feature real grass as their primary playing surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which means it's split half and half. The remaining
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
16 teams have artificial turf.
yeah. And I
And
don't know about you guys, but like,
it says, including the Giants and Jets at MetLife.
They share the stadium,
yeah,
so they kind of count. Yeah,
yeah.
the
I
Jets
mean,
look
if
like
you think about
they're gonna move eventually. They're trying to build their own stadium, but it'll be interesting to see if they actually get grass too.
yeah, but I mean, even now we watch baseball. Baseball players don't play on what's called it anymore. They don't play on artificial turf anymore.
There's
Like,
not many of them. I think you would probably have the Toronto Blue Jays,
they play artificial.
The Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, your Kauffman Stadium switched from turf back to grass, right?
Yeah,
That's a
like
grass field
everybody. Yeah, everybody's going back to grass. And like I say, I'm quite sure they have money to bring in all kinds of rocket science, grass scientists to determine if it's better to play on or not play on. But if the players are saying it is, you see less injuries on natural grass. It just needs to
So
be
there are
one of these
5
natural
teams that
grass.
use artificial turf:
in
Just needs to be
baseball.
natural grass.
Tampa Bay, Toronto, Arizona Diamondbacks, Miami Marlins, and Texas Rangers.
Yeah, like I
Everybody else is
said,
no.
Wait, who are the team? The the Diamondbacks. They had grass. They switched to turf.
Yep, I'm looking at it now.
Wow, I remember they were grass.
yeah,
Yep.
they were grass.
Tampa
I don't know
But
about
Bay,
you guys, but
Toronto.
I played on artificial turf. I don't like it. I
yeah,
don't like it.
I played on field turf and I played on artificial turf. So my high school had grass, and then we switched to turf my junior year. It's different. That first year in the turf. I could tell you how much there was more flesh on that field than
Yeah.
anything, because like that field was just rough, and
Oh yeah.
you didn't have we didn't have the elbow stuff back then,
Oh
so
yeah. You scuffing it
like you
up.
had so much rug burn and stuff like that. And then they switched that turf out and they went to the field turf, and that's pretty much what's there now at my old high school. So a lot of high schools go to field turf because it's more cost effective, because the field gets used a lot. It's not just football, but it's
Yeah.
field
And
hockey,
they're not they're,
soccer.
and they're not pulling it out for a concert, or they're not pulling it out for
Hmm.
monster truck. They're not pulling it out for other events. It's there. It's gonna be there.
Hmm.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Um
and it's easy.
like,
It's easier to maintain on that level because now you have youth teams that use that same field. There's a lot. It gets used 24/7, 365.
and I don't know about you, Barry, but me, I like turf to me, if you can run on it fast, but there's no give on it. And
There's no give.
I would
And that's
much
how people get hurt.
rather
That's how people get
yeah,
hurt.
I would much rather be, going and trying to get this mud out my cleats than than to be, because Barry when you play it a little bit too hard, it comes up. Hey, I
Hmm.
would much rather do that than to be like, oh, I just blew out a Achilles or I blew out a, ACL because I was running on turf.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me get you guys out of here, man. Thanks for coming by, kicking with us, man. Larry, you know what to do. Shut us down, homie.
Oh man, I'm glad I was able to hold it down tonight, man. I was able to get a signal in, man. Hey, I'm remote some of these days, but hey, I'm making a conscious effort to make sure I'm in the house, in the building, still rocking with y'all. Um, I'm gonna say it like I always say. I can't repeat what Steve says, so y'all know what Steve always say. Um, keep rocking with us. We still doing big things. Hey, keep your eye. That award-winning Niner show is coming out. We got the launch pad. Hey, look. Hey, I'm real talk. While we on the air, bro, I'm gonna just say this right now. The Niner show was a baby. Aaron, I got to give you your kudos, bro, because Aaron kept being on me about getting it off the air and finally getting it off the air, man. I appreciate all the love that we've been getting. I appreciate everybody that's been coming rocking with us, jumping in the chat, whether you're a Niners fan, Rams fan, whatever the case may be. Definitely love it. But like I say all the time, we're bigger than just one show. We're Total Sports, we're WWE, Backstage Business, we're the Steelers show, we're the Giants show, the Knicks show, and coming soon, The launch pad returns.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it off of that, and I will catch y'all boys next week. I'm out.
Appreciate you, big
Peace.
dog, man. Appreciate you. Villain, get us out of here, big homie.
Yeah, man. So much love for those shows, man. The Niners show, you do a great job. Sirius and your dad do a great job on the Steelers show. Giant show's coming pretty soon. We're gonna do a couple of shows here and there. Shout out to my crew, Orange and Blue Skies crew, Joe and Anthony. We're gonna be doing some things there. You know, we might just do an anniversary show just to celebrate again, because we still up in here. We still on cloud nine. We outside, baby. We outside. But listen, shout out to ProMe for sponsoring the show. Make sure you get to the site. We got so many deals. We got blogs doing up. You know, Sirius is doing his blogs. I'm doing the blogs. Pops is doing the blogs too on the Steelers. So a lot of great stuff coming out there. We're doing a lot of great stuff there. Shout out to Stacy and Steve and Corey. Listen, you know, like I say, support your neighborhood villain. If you don't have one, you got the best one here. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate you, big dog, man. Yo, it's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and absolute pleasure doing with these show and these gentlemen on today. As they already alluded to, tomorrow backstage business will be back in here talking about everything around the world of WWE. Getting ready for SummerSlam coming up in a couple weeks. Saturday night's main events coming up. So there's a lot going on around the table, man. As they alluded to, thank you for our sponsor, ProMe, man. Get over to the website. Use our exclusive code Executives 2026. Get 15% off your purchase all over the site wide, man. So definitely thank you for them for sponsoring us, man. Also, check out our affiliate partners, man. It doesn't matter which fan you're a fan of. Use our exclusive link, man. Get yourself a couple items, man. Help your boy out, man. Christmas is coming up. I got babies, man. I need some diapers, man. With that being said, I normally close out my show one way, but I'm gonna do this, man. Woke up this morning to find out my home dude has passed away, man. Shout out to my homie DeAndre Cunningham, his family, his loved ones. Tomorrow's not promised, man. Tell people you love them, that you love them, before it's too late, man. With that being said, God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. God bless you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.